Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 664. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's up, everyone?
All right, so we both saw Civil War. I didn't get your reaction, but I don't know if you saw my reaction. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was one of the best Marvel movies out there. As I said in my review before, I kind of was a little worried about how they went a little overboard with the Spider-Man as a kid. Like Spider-Man's a jokester, but they kind of were like making fun of him a little bit, and I was kind of getting a little annoyed with worrying that they're going to make him too much like a kid, and then the movies are not going to be taken seriously. But I overlooked that. Also, the fact my other gripe was about Baron Zemo kind of not being Baron Zemo from the comics. But other than that, if you get rid of all that stuff, I do have to say I give it a 9. A little above a 9, maybe. I really enjoyed it. What about you?
Yeah, same thing. I thought it was the best Marvel movie I've seen. I personally think that this is miles better than both Avengers movies. I loved Spider-Man in this movie. I loved Peter Parker as well. You know, the other Spider-Man movies, it was like I either liked Peter Parker and didn't like Spider-Man, or I liked Spider-Man, I didn't like Peter Parker. But in this one, I liked them both. Well, I mean, the same character, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Black Panther was great. My one problem with the movie, I had two. My one problem was when Black Panther wasn't in costume, I thought he was very boring.
Really?
I thought his character was very, very boring. He did nothing for me. It felt, no offense to the actor, but just the way he was written, I think he was just very, very bland.
That's so weird because I actually think the opposite. I liked him. Well, I liked them both. I liked him more, though, as just regular, because I felt, me, he seemed like they played the part where the son was just going along with what the father wanted, even though he was against it. And you got that impression, and that when he died, immediately he put like the ring on, and there was like the custom thing. And I don't know, I really liked the Black Panther, especially his, both parts. But go ahead.
No, I thought it was bland. Really, I did. I didn't. I thought Spider-Man was so much better than him in this movie. No offense to Black Panther fans. I thought he looked great. The things he did were, like, when he was doing stuff, it was great.
Yeah.
But I thought that his character was very bland. As for Baron Zemo, I think obviously we're going to see him again.
Yeah.
He'll probably be the Baron Zemo we know. Could he have been better? Yeah. He was my other problem, but nothing in this movie really made me go, oh.
Nothing. I overlooked the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, all right. I really liked that Robert Downey Jr. when he first appeared with Peter Parker. I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah. When I saw Age of Ultron, the second time, because I saw it multiple times, I was like, oh, this isn't great. This one I didn't. I'm probably going to see it again, maybe, but I didn't have any problems. But honestly, though, everybody was saying, oh, Spider-Man steals the movie, Black Panther steals the movie. The character that stole the movie for me was the Winter Soldier. Hands down, I thought he was the best.
He was good.
I thought he didn't have a lot of like dialogue personality, but again, to me, he just felt like the most emotionally involved, in my opinion. Stark was being Stark, which was great. Captain America was Captain America, which was great. And then I thought Ant-Man, Giant Man was amazing. I thought that whole thing was great, and I'm so glad that they didn't kind of throw that out there. Like, I wonder if I could become giant.
He knew
I've done this. I've done it once before in a lab, and I'm glad too that they made him slow down. Like, he wasn't just still at the same speed when he was moving noticeably slower, which I thought was great.
Yeah.
I thought Spider-Man did really well. I love the suit. The suit in action was great. And I'm also glad, too, that they didn't make him overpowered.
Yeah. Because
if he would have came in there and started, destroying everybody, I would have been like, come on.
Yeah,
really?
That would have been
but the fact that he was, vulnerable at some points, I was like, good. That's all we need.
Right. I really loved the dialogue between like say Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Yep.
You're like, we're still friends, right? He's like, depends how hard you punched me or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Scarlet Witch is like, you point punches too. Like that's your best friend. It's like, come on. And it's like, and even when Vision went to blast, and because the Falcon was able to like move, like, and he hit Rhodey, and then Tony Stark is like, how could you miss? Like, he's falling in love with the Scarlet Witch, and it's like, I love that. I love that. Like, he's not perfect, that he's just, he's human, because he's not really a machine. I mean, it's like a synthezoid, whatever weird thing, So I really like that he's in love with the Scarlet Witch. I was really, to me, I'm Team Cap, by the way. And,
me too.
And right away, I'm like, how could, because I was like starting to think like, really deep. And I'm like, well, he sold weapons, mass destruction to people, and people killing people. He didn't arrest himself. So how could he have the nerve to want to house arrest Scarlet Witch? So I was getting like, no, Team Cap. Because that's the way it is, basically. And he even saw it himself. He like signed the paper, but then he's like, well, that means I can't be an Iron Man anytime I want.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I can't have that. So see, that's the whole thing. It's like, that this whole thing is going out the window. Like this whole, the cords is just going to be flushed because he just can't hop in the suit and fly around. And he doesn't like restrictions, Tony Stark. So, plus you got to see that the government just got played by Baron Zemo. That's pretty bad that all the governments have just got played by Baron Zemo. Isn't that sad? So it was like, I would just throw the whole thing out the window. And the one thing that I was like, this is effed up. Like, why didn't Tony Stark just letting them get out of there? It's like, that's why I was like, when Captain America went to free them and Tony Stark's just letting it happen, they shouldn't be in prison like criminals. That's horrible.
No.
Horrible. So, again, I was telling my kids, I'm like, this is it. There's going to be 2 Avengers teams. Maybe West Coast Avengers would be not the way it happened in the comic, but Captain America has West Coast Avengers. And then it came out today that's what's going to happen. It's going to be Team Cap, I guess, is going to face off against Thanos, get their ass kicked, get killed. And then Iron Man's going to face off in the second movie and then somehow bring back to life everybody else that died and win. So it's like...
Well, I don't buy too much into that. I don't think that's the way it's going to happen.
Okay.
But, who knows? I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but I have a funny feeling that it's going to be both teams fighting him.
At the same time?
Yeah, I do. I don't think they're going to save it one movie.
Or maybe the last movie will be...
It could be, but I have a funny feeling it's going to be something different. It could be what you just said, but I don't...
Well, or he's going to get the time gem and he's going to, like, go back and fix things. So,
yeah,
which we got hint at in Age of Ultron.
Well, we still have to find out where the time gem is because the Infinity Gem, you can't really go by the comics because they are not in the same places that they were. So I know that while some characters have one, Adam Warlock has the Soul Gem and this character has the Time Gem.
Right, they're all over the place.
I don't think they're going to follow that completely like that. I think obviously they've been changing things. They've been making them different items throughout the Marvel universe, which is why I still say I think that the Soul Gem or the Time Gem is in Doctor Strange. I really think it's got to be. Because how else are they going to tie his story into? Because when you really think about it, his story could be outside of everything else.
Couldn't his be the Reality Gem or no?
No, Kevin Feige confirmed what each of the gems that have been revealed are so far, and he said that the last 2 that haven't been revealed are the Time Gem and the Soul Gem. He said that.
So it's probably the Soul Gem.
Probably, yeah. He said that the one in Guardians of the Galaxy was the Power Gem.
Right. Okay.
I think he said the one on Vision is the Mind Gem, I believe. The Ether from Thor: The Dark World is the Reality Gem.
Right, okay.
And then there was one other one. The Tesseract, I think, is the Space Gem, I think.
Okay.
He said that it was something like that.
Okay. That would make sense. And I'm going to say, too, because I said this on Twitter and I said this on, I guess, one of my pages. Sharon Stone came out and said that she is going to be appearing briefly in a Marvel movie. And I flat out said that she's going to be the original Wasp. And the reason being is that she was with Michael Douglas in Instinct. And, of course, they're going to have that as she's the wife. And they're going to save her at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, or the beginning, possibly.
Yeah,
that'd be out of the way.
That's great. You know, I didn't even think about that. I forgot that they were in Basic Instinct together.
So I'm telling you right now, she has to be the original Wasp. I feel it in my bones because I don't see anybody else she could possibly play other than the original Wasp. So
yeah, that'd be great. I think that'd be a great idea.
That'd be fantastic. Definitely. So it's just so cool that all these big actors are in these Marvel movies. Like even Jeff Goldblum may not be in Spider-Man. He may be in, he may play a villain. He may be somebody in Infinity War.
Honestly, though, I think you said this a couple of casts ago. I think he'd be perfect for Alistair Smythe.
Spider-Slayer,
I really do. I really think he'd be perfect for it.
The only person I think, if he's going to be in Infinity War, this might be a stretch, but the only person I think he could play is Mephisto. Because, like a trickster type of, the demon, the devil, the tempter, Mephisto was with Thanos, it's like close to death, So, other than that, I could see him play Mephisto, but if he's not Mephisto, then, he's a Spider-Slayer, I think.
I think that would probably, I think I guess they could make him like Mysterio or something.
See, Mephisto is kind of, he's like how did I put this? I guess he's in from another realm.
Yeah.
But he's not the devil, but the equivalent of evil or something, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Personally, I think Marvel's going to stay away from that. I think they're going to kind of steer away from that kind of really supernatural kind of thing.
Yeah, it's controversial.
Because like if you notice, Scarlet Witch is not exactly the way she was in the comics. She's not really supernatural.
Right.
Her powers are based on being combined with one of the gems, and or being influenced by one of the gems. And Doctor Strange now is not technically magic. Right. He's just manipulating the building blocks of the universe. So.
Right. And after a while. In the comics, which they never really teamed up, but once there was a thing where Doctor Strange is like, Scarlet Witch doesn't have any type of magic.
Yeah.
It was revealed that, she just, whatever that is, like powers or whatever, it's just.
Well, if anybody would know, it's him. You know what I'm saying?
And he's like, she don't have any magic, there's no such thing.
And you would think the Sorcerer Supreme would probably know who's got magic.
They were shocked. They're like, oh, crap, all this time we thought she had magic. But so she is very powerful.
Oh yeah.
When she turned evil, it's like she created whole universes and worlds and stuff, and so she's very beyond belief powerful. So there's a lot to talk about with Marvel-based characters and different movies. I don't know if you want to do it on here.
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
Okay. There was something that came out the other day about this guy who I felt really didn't know the situation, tried to create a thing to get people to not go see X-Men Apocalypse, okay? And everybody shot him down, comic book stores and people, and you don't even know what the hell. This is not a Fantastic Four situation, okay? 20th Century Fox is handling the X-Men great, okay?
Yes.
There's not a situation where nobody should be boycotting X-Men at all. In fact, the joke is that today they announced that, by the way, we feel it's going to be a success, so the next movie's in the 90s.
Yeah.
And flat out, get ready because it's happening. So I don't know what they're going to do with the 90s, but, there's so many possibilities that they could do. They can make Magneto the villain again, or they could just do Mr. Sinister. They can do Dark Phoenix Saga. Dark Phoenix Saga is coming, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's probably more than likely going to be the next movie. But I'm very excited that's going to be in the 90s. That's great. And, before you know it, I mean, they're going to be popping out X-Men movies all the time. So they'll be caught up to Deadpool in no time. So that's awesome, too. So I really feel that X-Men Apocalypse is going to be a great movie. I don't think I'll like it better than Days of Future Past, but I think it'll be right up there. So we'll see. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll like it better, but we'll see. Days of Future Past in the comics were always one of my favorite X-Men stories. So we'll see about that. Also, I think the Russo brothers, they kind of leaked the thing about Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I think they weren't supposed to.
Apparently, yeah, accidentally. I guess they referenced her in, I guess, Civil War, and then something happened where I guess they confirmed that she's going to be in Infinity War as well.
Yeah, I guess they weren't supposed to do that.
I mean, honestly, though, I don't think it's a big deal.
Well, it might be the surprise of the end, where she comes and saves the day or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, we all knew that she's getting a movie, so it's not.
I think that she's going to be the Adam Warlock character. I think
could be.
I think that they're not going to have Adam Warlock. I think she's going to be the top. Well,
that's what I'm saying, because I think everybody, I know that back then when they first did the whole who's Star-Lord's father thing, everyone was like, "Oh, it's got to be Adam Warlock," but I was kind of like, it's too obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so obvious that if you do it, yeah, it'll work, but you could twist it up a bit. You know what I'm saying? Do something new.
So is it going to be Carol Danvers? That's going to be Ms. Marvel? I mean, Captain Marvel, or is it going to be Sharon Carter? They can do something like that or something? I mean,
I hope Emily Blunt gets that part, though. I really do.
Yeah.
Because they said she's in the. Excuse me. They said she's in the running for it, so I hope she gets it, because I really like her. So
yeah, that would be awesome.
It would be great.
I'm so happy about Civil War, man. I just, we wanted it to be so good, and it was. Yeah. It was funny. I mean, Captain America's little car, and hysterical Winter Soldier's like, "Can you move up the seat?" He's like, "No." I was pissing myself. Some of that stuff was so friggin' funny.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I didn't see too many scenes too. I couldn't, I don't want to do that. And again, I got to say, I'm so happy about the box office for Civil War also, because basically it's got in now 670, I guess the last time I checked, $673 million worldwide. So that's just from Sunday. The numbers are it's probably going to be 700 million by tomorrow. And then by the weekend, it's probably going to be at $1 billion. So I couldn't be happier with the numbers for Civil War. And I know Marvel is happy, and so is Disney. And, that's awesome stuff, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you invest so much into these movies and then you get one that's really, really good. I mean, I think this is the second movie that the Russo brothers
they did Winter Soldier.
Yeah, this is the second movie.
And I love Winter Soldier. I thought that was, oh my God, night and day. Friggin' day from Captain America 1.
I mean, yes. I've loved all the Captain America movies thus far. But right. In my opinion, I think that Captain America is the strongest trilogy that they have in Marvel right now. I really do.
Thor 2 was like, eh.
Yeah.
Iron Man 2 was like, eh. It's like
Iron Man 1 was really good. And then 2 and 3 kind of brought it down. Brought that trilogy down. But Captain America is just getting better. And Thor, like you said, is it's okay. It's not bad.
The second one was that, first of all, I honestly felt that, she didn't want to do it. Natalie Portman, don't let her. Just get her out of it. Don't let her do it. But they made her do it. They forced her into it, and you didn't get the best work out of it. So, and then they said, we're not going to have her in the third one because it's already, we don't really want to be here. So, and
I think it's better that she's not in the third one, because we don't need another love story while Thor is off trying to solve a universe.
Look at the status of in Age of Ultron. Thor was kind of upset that she's not around, and look at Tony Stark. Like, what are we doing? He's like miserable. She's not around, and Pepper Potts is not around either.
Yeah,
which I really don't understand why she wasn't in it. I mean, they kind of had the money to pay her. That's a little weird. You know, it's like,
Maybe they're setting up something else.
maybe.
You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe Tony and Aunt May are going to get together.
Well, that's what I thought because I was like, oh, this definitely doing something here because he's with No, something's going to happen with that. That's what I thought, honestly.
Well, when she showed up in the movie, and it's spoilers, Aunt May is in this movie.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting her to be there.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't either.
But when she showed up, I was just like, my gosh, she looks even better than I remember.
I know. I was like, that's the hottest Aunt May I've ever seen. I'm like, why am I thinking this in my brain right now? I'm like, oh, crap. It's like, you never would think of Aunt May like that.
No, right?
And he didn't call. He's like, hey, May. You know. It's like, oh, man. And he's chilling. They were having fun. You know they were having fun. He's on the couch. He's like, say, hey. You know, that's great. Oh, man.
I like, too, when she's like, oh, you know, what's the guy's name who beat you up? But he was like, I think his name was Steve or something.
Yeah. That was pretty funny. Oh, man.
I like that, too. Like when Ant-Man turns into Giant Man and Spider-Man's like, holy shit!
You knew they were going to go at each other. That was pretty funny. Oh, man. And then especially when he went in Iron Man's armor.
Oh, that was great.
Who's talking right now? Like, what is that?
I'm your conscience. We haven't spoken in a while. We need to take this to the shop. That was great, too, because I remember in Ant-Man, Hank Pym was like, this isn't something cute like the Iron Man suit.
Yeah,
and I was like, wait, what? And now it's like, oh, now I get it. Now I get it.
Yeah. Because he was in there before, probably. But the thing was, I like the whole, even like Hawkeye, he's like, I retired for like 5 minutes. And who was saying something to him about his golf game?
Oh,
yeah, like was that Vision or something? I was just pissing myself. I'm like,
yeah, he was like 18 holes. I hit all of them.
Yeah, that was done. All right, time to get out of retirement. It's like, let's go, kids. You know, he's like getting Scarlet Witch. That's great. Oh my god.
Not to mention, though, I mean, I loved the War Machine suit in this movie.
Yeah,
I thought it looked great.
Yeah, but you know what's gonna happen? I don't understand why he can't use the thing from Age of Ultron to repair the limbs and that technology. The lady's still alive, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
So like he can make it where Rhodey could walk fine. That's just bullcrap.
Yeah, they'll probably do something.
They'll do like, oh, by the way, I got that lady, and she just put a new spine in his body. Like whatever. Come on, you can't tell me that the guy's going to be like that. They were what happened with Hawkeye? Didn't he almost lose his arm or something? They cured it, like they healed his whole body up, or his chest or something, or whatever. That's going to be fixed, definitely. So it was funny. Did you notice? Maybe I was wrong, but did Scarlet Witch kind of lose her accent sometimes?
Yes.
Yeah, that was great.
There was one scene where she sounded like she was English.
That was great. Oh, that's great. No, I loved it because I was like, get rid of the damn.
Yeah.
You know, she don't care. It doesn't matter. You know, it's like, get rid of the accent. You don't need to have the Russian accent. She's like my favorite character. I love her. I mean, like, I love the character, like, you know, with the Vision Scarlet Witch all the time. That's like my favorite thing. So she's going to do fantastic. You know, too bad we couldn't have the Netflix guys in it too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Somebody said something stupid like, why didn't Iron Man recruit Daredevil? And that's like the stupidest question you could ever ask. Because, like, one, Daredevil operates outside the law, and he knows that because he's a lawyer, breaking and entering, all that other stuff. So,
yeah,
like, he would never sign a thing with Iron Man.
He'd be on Cap's side. Yeah,
that's so stupid. Like, why would you, like, you know, and Jessica Jones and Luke Cage would be on Cap's side, too.
Whose side was Daredevil on in the comics?
I don't even remember, man. I don't even remember.
You want to know what was funny? Because the theater I went to, when we got our tickets, we got a free download for Civil War II.
Yeah.
They handed it out to us.
Oh, yeah, I don't even care about that storyline. That's just, to me, it doesn't make any sense. They just tried to capitalize on the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And then have two. Yeah, by the way, here's our two. So I don't really – look, I'm a big, huge, mega Marvel fan. But I know a gimmick when I see one, and there's actually no purpose for Civil War 2, especially since Secret Wars just happened, the universe is new, and just that's dumb. That's totally dumb. The characters aren't even established enough to have them fight each other. So that's just dumb.
Mm-hmm.
If they would have did it like 5 years from now, I would have been like, okay, you know? But no, because when they did Secret Wars, they redid every storyline there was, even Secret Wars, in that alternate universe thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, they're trying to milk everything. It was crazy. So I'm glad Steve Rogers is back as Captain America. Well, a Captain America. I guess there's 3 different Captain Americas in the Marvel Universe at the same time. That's crazy. The Hulk's coming back. Well, Bruce Banner's coming back. That's cool. Everybody's just about coming back in the comics, the way it should be. There was some interesting stuff that broke, but I think we'll do it on a separate everything show.
Sounds good.
So, other than that, again, Civil War was like the top for me. See, I'm kind of like back and forth. I'm torn because Avengers was my favorite, you know? So I'm like, you know, I like Civil War better, which is shocking to say, but, you know. All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.